What's so funny about truth, justice, and the American way? That's the question Superman once asked in Action Comics number 775. The story was a response to the growing popularity of a series called The Authority, which had a group of superheroes who were willing to kill at the first sign of trouble and basically made lots and lots of morally questionable decisions. The story was a rejection of the Authority's ethics and principles and a reinforcement of Superman's. It was about being a good person, trying to help people, and how maiming and killing are, in fact, wrong. You know, there are people out there who don't like Superman, which is fine. You're entitled to your opinion. The problem is that some of these arguments about why they don't like him are crap. They say he's too powerful. They say he's too goody-goody. They say if someone had that kind of power, they'd be an evil asshole, or various other ridiculous assertions like that. But you know what? Screw that! He's Superman! He's the embodiment of how a superhero should be. Kind, compassionate, and able to take down his enemies without killing them. Hell, even Garth Ennis, whose work I really don't like, has a soft spot for Superman, and this is the guy who writes a series about a world where superheroes are the worst assholes in the universe. But apparently there are comic creators who don't like him. For example, Chuck Austin did a run on Action Comics and was outspoken in his belief that Superman should kill and be a jerk. But we're not talking about that annoying run today. No, we're talking about a stupid book that is so not Superman that I feel uncomfortable even saying its name. As such, let's dig into Superman at Earth's End. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the cover for this one, since this is one of those prestige format books that's bound like a small trade paperback. I'm not even sure how to describe what we're looking at here. It looks like some sort of muscle-bound Santa Claus wearing Superman's logo while carrying... hell, I don't even know what it is. It can't be a gun, since it's far too ridiculous to be a gun. Random wires hanging around it, multiple chain gun barrels, and bullet clips just hanging loosely from it. It looks more like a parody of a gun than a real gun. On the title page, we get an introductory text. September 26, 2102. It is 150 years on Earth. The Man of Steel has seen civilization twice destroyed. Damn you, global warming! Was once not enough for you! Under the shadow of polluted skies, his powers ebbed, and he forgot even his own name. Since when have Superman's memories been tied to yellow sunlight? Finally, he was rescued by the Youth Commandi and the Biomech Sevens, a race of biological machines programmed to find the true cause of the apocalypse. Oh great, this is a sequel to something. Commandi, The Last Boy on Earth, was a series Jack Kirby produced in 1972. It was set in the 26th century when humanity had been all but destroyed in The Great Disaster, and Commandi was one of the remaining humans on the planet. Taking a cue from Planet of the Apes, the world was populated with highly intelligent anthropomorphic animals who persecuted humans. A cute little concept, to be sure. So it's 1993, tastes have changed, so what do we do with the concept? We give it to Tom Veitch, who says this. You know, that Commandi concept was good, but you know what would have made it better? If it was set in the 22nd century instead of the 26th, and Commandi's not a caveman, but instead wearing a leather jacket and traveling around with huge guns, and we'll call it Commandi at Earth's End. That's what the comic reading public wants. So there you have it, folks, an unnecessary, unwanted sequel to an already unnecessary, unwanted Elseworld story. I'm sorry it's taken us so long to get to this point, but I am really not looking forward to this one. Okay, they brought Superman to their floating fortress above the clouds so he could have exposure to sunlight again. And now the Biomech Sevens are planning on purging the world of subhuman scum. But Superman has other ideas. You're not blowing up Gotham City! Wait a second, these Biomechs plan to exterminate living beings, and all Superman cares about is Gotham City? And these guys must be the Biomechs. Who the hell designed these people? They have chicken heads and ears like those robots from Chobits. Ladies and gentlemen, the restorers of the human race. The leader of the Biomechs, Ben Boxer, tells Superman that he scheduled it for demolition due to it no longer being viable for the new civilization of humanity. Super Santa Claus launches himself at Ben and they, wrestle or something. It's not entirely clear. A year in the bright light of Sky City has restored Superman to full strength. He feels energized and alive. But Ben Boxer is a Biomech 7, the most powerful synthetic man ever built. Yes, because his builders designed him around a chicken, the most powerful animal on the planet. Gotham is infested with freaks and muties, my friend. My friend that just tackled me through a wall. It's a cell hole of genetic corruption. And you're going to just wipe it out with your big guns, right? Yeah, these guns, the Hulkster's guns. We're going to nuke it and forget it. Well, wait a second, nuke it? I thought you people were trying to rebuild civilization. The mission of the biomechs is to cleanse the Earth for the new generation of mankind. Because there's nothing that mankind needs more than radiation. Foolish old man, your refusal to kill got you nowhere in 1999. Where do you think it will get you now, in a world ruled by death? Yeah, remember when Superman failed us in 1999 by not killing anything? Boy, those days sucked. The Earth of 2102 is ruled by weapons, friend. That's reality. Reality is, you are an android. I am a man! I am a man! Sweet merciful crap! Superman just punched that android's guts out! Let this be a lesson, kids. When debating, solve your disagreement not with words, but by screaming, I am a man! And punching them in the guts. Allow me to demonstrate. I am a man! Yes, even if you're a woman, you should shout that you are a man. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Get this. After Superman has done his guts punch, he's suddenly a lot more coherent. Ben, I know you mean well. You're only doing what your creators programmed you to do. Dude, he's holding his own robot intestines in his arms! Superman gave his soul-stirring speech. Then he left. Much like the reader does after reading that quote-unquote soul-stirring speech. Superman flies around and contemplates whether weapons truly are the way to rebuild civilization. And so Superman flies down to the ruins of Gotham and, hey, wait a second, didn't Ben Boxer say the place wasn't viable for their new civilization? Despite 2 apocalypses, the place looks like it's in pretty good shape. Sure, the architecture isn't all that futuristic, but are you seriously telling me that they're gonna plow over the whole thing? Gotham was part of a civilization that lifted itself mightily out of the age of stone and iron. The greatest civilization in the history of mankind. Wait, what the hell? Look, I admit that I have a biased view of the USA as awesome and possibly the greatest civilization in history, but when the hell did America lift itself mightily out of the age of stone and iron? Did Clark Kent flunk history when he was younger? And you know what? Gotham, the city of corrupt cops, criminally deranged supervillains, and whose primary protector was a guy who dressed up like a bat, is probably not the best place to be your monument of American civilization. My friend Bruce Wayne understood that. He was a man of culture, passionately involved with his time. Bruce Wayne?
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
If he says so. Suddenly, some bizarre bat creature sees Superman and attacks. The fight with Ben Boxer has sapped Superman's remaining strength. What? He punched Ben Boxer's stomach right in, and then he flew off into the atmosphere. When did he have a fight that sapped his strength?
Bruce, is it you?
Oh, this is the Bruce Wayne he was talking about. Superman crashes into an alleyway with the bat creature, but several more are waiting for him and attack.
Let me go, you ugly slimes.
Are we sure this is really Superman and not just some homeless guy from New York who found a Superman shirt? The bat creatures get chased off by a bunch of motorcycle-riding thugs wearing Darth Vader helmets. They corner the bat creatures and open fire on them using chain guns and futuristic hand pistols. And geez, these motorcycle guys seem really short. Why the heck is that? Superman grabs hold of their leader and pulls off his helmet.
Huh? You're a kid?
Wait, how come the little punks didn't get knocked back by the gun recoil? Oh, and you gotta love this. The kids all have these bizarre hairstyles and face paint. Where in the future do people get the hair mousse and razors they use to style their hair into mohawks? And is Hot Topic still active in the future to sell earrings and black paint so little kids can draw stars over their eyes? The kids take Superman back to their headquarters, which turns out to be Wayne Manor. To Superman's horror, he sees that Batman's tomb has been forced open. The kids reveal to him that they were stolen by an evil group called the DNA Dictators. And Dictators is spelled with a K instead of a C.
Because poor literacy is cool.
The DNA Dictators apparently use human beings for experimentation. Us kids found a way out into the caves under the city. We escaped, but our parents are still down there. Why does everyone speak like a 1920s gangster in the future?
I'm Superman. I fight for truth, justice, and the American way, you mook.
Superman reasons that the DNA Dictators are making clones of Bruce Wayne, half human and half monster. Why? And that they plan to do the same to the kids' parents. The group moves through Wayne Manor and, oh get this, they come across a display right in the open of a gun in a glass case. And the case is labeled, "The Gun That Killed My Parents," like it was right out of the Adam West series or the Silver Age stories. That's not creepy or anything, is it? And he even has portraits of his foes lined up on a wall. This can't seriously be the same Bruce Wayne we think it is, can it? And not even Superman is disturbed by any of this. He just keeps going on and on about how much he misses his BFF Bruce Wayne. This way, Superman, to the Batcave!